What is going on, guys? It's Dakota from D. Caldwell Photography, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 best portrait lenses from Sigma that you can use for your Sony E-mount camera. Check you in the video. Alrighty, so we're good? Okay, it's fine. I'll edit that out. Alrighty, so we're back again where our awesome model went through here. So we're going to be using the 35 from Sigma, the f1.2 from Sigma. The 35mm is an environmental lens, so it's meant to capture the entirety of the background. We're going to be using some of the natural light here to just get some awesome portraits of her. So let's check these out. Let me get down and dirty here, y'all. I think I need to take a moment and address the elephant within the room. Yes, the Pac-Man hoodie is straight fuego, but seriously, this is a very bulky 35mm lens. But for the crazy f1.2 aperture that comes along with this lens, Sigma had to construct a larger body. Honestly though, the trade-off is well worth it, as the images I created with this bad boy are absolutely stunning. What you get with this lens is better low-light performance along with the capability of producing shallow depth of field images. It's interesting having such a wide aperture and a wide angle focal length, because even though you get plenty of subject isolation at f1.2, it doesn't completely blur out the background the same way a 85, a 105, or a 135mm lens would. As I always mention, the 35mm is your storyteller lens, and it enables you to capture your subject along with the background. Also, pairing this lens with my A7R III, it allows you to crop in a bunch more and not lose any resolution within the photo. I did, however, experience some chromatic aberration when shooting at f1.2 against the very harsh backlighting from the studio windows that we were at. But honestly, you'd expect that from almost every other lens. The Sigma 35 f1.2 ART has a hypersonic motor, meaning it is intended to deliver quick and quiet autofocus. And it definitely did. This thing is as quiet as a church mouse. Despite its weight and size, it's a crazy good lens with crazy good performance. As you all know, 85 plus is my preferred focal length for portraits, but it's important to have at least one 35mm lens within your kit, as you never know when you need a wider field of view. If I didn't own the Sony 35 f1.8, then I'd probably add this ART lens to my kit. Alrighty, so I switched now to the 85 f1.4 from Sigma, which is my second favorite 85 of all time. Some of you may be wondering why I have an 85 instead of a 50. I'll explain that a little bit later in the video. We're gonna go ahead and try to obliterate the background at 1.4 with Winter sitting on the tub right here. So once you get closer again, you're completely just separating her from the background. You create this creamy, dreamy effect that I love. If you haven't already, go check out that 85mm video on 6 reasons why you need one. I'll list the card somewhere at the top here. Here's my reasoning for not including the Sigma 50mm and instead jumping up to the 85. Last year, Sigma came out with a newer version to their old 85mm ART lens. This lens is incredibly sharper, has better image quality, better video AF, and is much smaller and lighter than its predecessor, all for $1,200. The Sigma 50mm is still listed at $950. Now, this is all subjective and based off of what you shoot, but for me, the new Sigma 85 was a no-brainer over the Sigma 50. 85mm is the ideal portrait length because it maintains closeness to your subject without showing any distortion. 85mm lenses tend to be very sharp and render the background out of focus, creating that dreamy and creamy look that we all love. This lens is definitely not the storyteller that the 35mm is, but you can definitely get some full body shots if you keep a far enough distance between you and your subject. Don't be afraid of natural light, guys. Natural light is your friend. You can manipulate it and play with it in all sorts of ways here. We're gonna bring out the big boy now. I'll show you guys in a second. Alright, so we brought out the big boy, the Bokeh Master. I was gonna say self-proclaimed, but this thing has put in work to automatically get the name Bokeh Master. The 105 from Sigma f1.4 is an amazingly sharp lens, and we're gonna use this right now, so. Oh yeah, we're done. We can go home. It's over with. We can go home. Yeah,
That's so pretty.
Yeah, that's
oh
amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is. I'm gonna come over to y'all. Let me show y'all. I might have to throw it on the screen, but let me look. Some of you might be wondering why I selected the Sigma 105 instead of the 135. There's two reasons for that. One, I actually own this massive 105 and have fallen completely in love with it in the past year. The images that you get with this portrait lens are freaking gorgeous, and despite its size, the 105 is always in my bag no matter what. Reason number two is, once you use the 135 G Master lens, there's no such thing as another 135. Yes, it's $700 cheaper than the 135 G Master, but again, I feel it's a you have to use this lens to understand type of deal. No amount of YouTube video pick examples will get you ready for the astonishment that you'll experience when shooting on the 135 G Master for the first time. I feel the exact same way for the Canon RF 85 lens as well, which is why I said the Sigma 85 is my second favorite lens of all time, hence the Canon RF 85 being my first. But back to the 105, like I mentioned earlier, you get razor sharp images. Make sure you have enough room to utilize this big boy because with this 105, there's no such thing as close focusing. The autofocus on this lens works great. I've only experienced focus hunting a couple times, and that was when I tried to shoot against harsh sunlight. Other than that, this lens is a beast, a $1,500 beast. You couldn't ask for a sharper lens wide open, and its resolving power is extremely impressive. The bokeh is extremely smooth and it handles well in low light situations. I've taken portraits with this lens outside as late as 9 p.m. on my A7R III and the pictures looked oh so good. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite Sigma lenses are and if you enjoyed my 3 lens list. Do me a huge favor and click that like button if you enjoyed the video. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming content. And to my awesome returning subscribers, go ahead and drop a hashtag DCP in the comments to let me know that you're there. Thank you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.